Oh, hello, Garo. Hello, Garo.
Moved into the castle to go retrieve Arabella, going through doors, seeing visions of some weird gobbledygook for each person, and then stepping into this new room where there are several giants leading up to the stairway where the fucking the big bitch maiden is at the end of it, and it's looking like it's gonna be a fight.
I'm back. And yes, I heard all that.
So they don't.
I had to grab Din Din.
They don't seem like they're aggressive yet. Things seem like it is a very tense situation. Weapons are not drawn, but there is definitely a metaphorical crackle in the air, and you can see radiating out of the gems of those massive goat-headed statues that there is a physical crackle to the air, almost a warping effect. And there is the thrum of it. It's difficult to describe accurately. There is, it's almost this wave-like thrumming and movement from the electrical ice below you. In the space that you stand now, the air itself does seem to move about a bit, and you feel this blanket of some sort of energy, where everything should feel a whole lot colder, but it feels more like a mild, like, winter morning chill, as opposed to the creeping freezing of a midnight winter. And the silence is near deafening, where you can hear the subtle melting and cracking of ice that continues to cover itself across the walls.
Oh.
Up ahead, you see several sections of these ice mephits that are kind of fluttering in space. You see a well-armored garrison of these heavily armored suits of radiant energy that you recognize as more helmed horrors. These ones seem to be more formidable and set. They are decorated more honorably and intensely. And then ascending the stairs are the 6 frost giants that you see. Each one seems to have a bow in hand, no arrow knocked, and a great axe on its back. Straight ahead, following up the stairs, you see that there is a singular mage with these large robes, and you see that his feet don't even... they aren't fully there. They seem almost spectral in a way, as you get to, like, the knee and below. And then having freshly stepped down from this 5-person throne set that you see is Sevatharadna herself, coated in the same regal dress attire that you've seen before, but this time there's shoulder pauldrons of ice, mixed with almost a like pleated sheet of some sort of metal as a cape that seems to that as it lightly ruffles, it almost chings against itself as if it's just shifting plates. And the rest is up to you. What do you guys do?
Game paused.
Yeah. All right, so you want to start moving?
Sure. I'm going to step aside and step in front and start moving forward till I get to the top of the first set of stairs.
All right. What's everyone else doing? As Mitch's intent, it's clear to keep walking.
I'm gonna stick close to Flutter.
All right.
I'm just gonna look at the others and see what they do.
Grindhelm seems to be taken aback for just a moment as Mitch takes in the scene for only a handful of seconds before boldly walking forward, and he kind of like half shuffles to keep up with him. Elfain with her construct, that seems still vaguely ethereal in nature, but still thoroughly made of metal, begins moving upwards.
I'll keep a middle ground between.
Flutter does start to move forward, and each step, Elena, you're able to see, because you're kind of sticking with her, each step almost feels like she's carrying more and more weight with her as she approaches the intense scene ahead of her. And Kun'Brin, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay right here.
All right,
I'm not
He's
getting
learned his
closer.
lesson.
Yeah.
Right. You stay. You stay at the opening of the door. Mitch, as you're the first one to leave the radiating glow of these lamps that lead your way, the chill does set in deeper, and the presence of everything feels a lot more intense. And the cold seems less frigid on your skin and more frigid within. There is a presence here that hasn't grasped you, but it's almost like it's preparing to.
She wants to diddle you.
Mitch is
Can we
going
just take this
to,
moment for 6 seconds?
with his shield, he's
I
going
thought was
to
muted, I'm sorry.
go ahead and drop it off to the side. His sword, he's going to slide it to behind him, and he's going to take his hood and scarf off, and set it so his face is in full view as he's going to continue stepping forward.
All right. As you continue to step forward, the Mephits do begin to get closer to this bridge. Some of them kind of perching up on some of the higher segments, some of them clawing onto the side of it. And as you get about there, the frost giants do ready up their massive bows, which each one has got to be at least 15, almost 20 feet long, made out of this wrought, jagged iron that seems to be the same design as the hedge maze you just came from. The helmed horrors all in unison bring their shields up to the front and have their arcane swords at the ready. And the mage most of the way up, which to put into reference, just so you guys know, each set of stairs will bring you about 5 feet up. But
So I'm technically out of view of them.
I'm sorry?
So I'd be technically, if that's 5, 10, 15, and 20, 25, 30, I'm technically almost out of view of all of them at the bottom of the stairs.
No, sorry, my apologies. The stairs up here.
Oh, okay.
These ones. Each set brings you up 5. So you are still up. You're probably up closer to only 10 feet.
Okay.
My apologies.
So by these stairs, by each one of these steps up here, it'd be 10 feet?
Correct, yeah. Each
Per
set
square?
of stairs... each set of stairs brings you a grand total of 5 feet up.
So like this set is 5.
Okay.
set-
Yep.
10.
Correct.
And then up here 15.
But you walking up the stairs that you just did brings you around 10-ish feet up total.
Not me realizing my mic was still off after I was like said the most profound shit to Mitch about the stairs.
Okay. But as everything kind of shifts into this place a little bit more, the archmage at the back, who's very gently floating, kind of takes some steps forward to be at the top of that staircase, and his voice booms with magical energy as he shouts, "You approach the throne of the Ice Queen. State your purpose, or paint the floor with your blood."
To talk.
Is there truth in your words, and do your companions agree?
My intentions are clear, only to talk.
Grindhelm looks back to you guys before looking back up. Yeah. Talk. As he kind of puts his hands up a little bit, kind of in like an I don't know gesture.
Sure.
I say nothing.
Elfain?
I say, yes, we're just here to talk.
Kun'Brin?
I just shrug.
Eh.
I don't know.
I'll say Mitch. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. You'll have advantage because everyone either stayed neutral or agreed. And there is a scaling success to this. So a low number doesn't necessarily mean a failure, but there will be depths to this success.
Fuck, that was normal.
So then just go ahead and roll another normal.
The thing came up and the middle glowed, and I was like, ooh, glowy.
Okay. There's a pregnant pause as the mage, though he is small in the distance, there is a heavy presence about him as he steps to the side, and you guys see Sevatharadna begins to step forward, and though she steps on a rug, there is a distinct clack of heels on like an ice or marble floor as she steps down the stairs, getting to the level that the mage was at, and then stepping down once more to get to this level. And what is it that you are looking to speak for, chosen ones?
Arabella.
And what of her?
We would like to have her back.
You bring a child into danger in your own prophecies and dangerous altercations, and you expect me to give it back?
She is a part of the prophecy.
She kind of takes a breath and lifts her chin. She is a child nonetheless.
The intention originally was to come here in peace, not to have fights. Bringing her along was only part of the formality for us to be able to leave here peacefully. Not depending on her for her being the reason we leave, but to bring her back to where we were going to next.
What part does she play in this prophecy?
She is the horn caller. She shall call the apocalypse when it arrives.
So if she does not blow the horn, the apocalypse does not arise.
No. If she doesn't blow the horn, no one gets the warning.
Give me a persuasion check.
At normal or advantage?
This one's going to be normal. That's a natural 20. Alright. In this moment, I'll allow everyone else, in case there is something they want to do. Whether it be moving, doing something. Is there anything else that the rest of you want to do during this talk?
Not particularly for me.
I think I'll probably just move a little closer. 20,
Yeah.
25.
Alright, as you all leave the light that is being emanated, this same intense chill kind of holds over top you. Not clinging to you yet, but it is an imminent feeling of pressure that you never know when it's going to drop.
Half of me. So it's like I'm sitting half in, a hot tub while in the middle of winter.
Correct.
I think I'll actually move over to the side a little bit. That way we're not all completely bunched up.
You're afraid to be fireballed?
Maybe.
I'm
Okay.
not afraid. Bring it on.
Yeah, do it. I'm not scared.
This is the wrong attitude we want to have this.
Fight me, coward.
Put
Then
them dukes up.
bring forth the chosen of my husband.
Elena, I'm going to look to Elena. And I'm just going to say, speak honestly and strongly. This matters a lot.
1 second.
Any tricks he might play, make sure she knows clearly you have nothing to do with them.
Turns out her ex-husband bursts out of my head because I also saw him in that dream realm.
You bastard!
Where? I thought I had a staff. I guess it's gone.
You dropped it, and then
Hold
got
on,
frozen.
A staff? You did have a staff. You had a staff of the adder, I believe.
No, it was something else. Oh well, it's fine.
Sure, we can find it eventually.
It's fine. I was just gonna hand it to Mitch before going up to show, like, hey, I got no weapons on me.
Oh, leeching quarterstaff.
That's what it was.
Now
But
you have
you
it
dropped that when we first met her, and then we
I
got
do.
frozen, and you left it.
I do remember that. Well, anyway, I'm going to hand it to Mitch if I have it. If I don't have it, then don't worry.
I will say yes, you have it.
Okay. Then
I just
yes.
motion towards the
The what?
ground.
Fine. Put it on the ground then.
As you put it on the ground, this Mephit kind of comes over and like grabs it in like different spots. Doesn't move it, just hands running across it. Before this other Mephit kind of flies over and like throws a small chunk of ice at it, scattering it back to the edge of the bridge.
Beep, 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 beep.
You walk up across to the center of the bridge.
I am going to join her.
All right. Does anyone else make any other moves?
Yeah, I move.
I'm gonna go to about there for now.
All right. As you all carry forward and converge, Elena, how are you holding yourself as you approach?
I guess like a pose would be the best way to describe it. Like hands out to the sides, so there's either I'm not reaching for any pockets, nothing, and then just head high, calm, cool, and collected. As I'm freezing my giblets.
You are right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, calmer.
Yeah, you do. You approach, and while there is this impending sense of just fear at approaching this army ahead of you, there is almost a warmth in your heart that is combating this frozen environment. And as you find your spot, all of the helmed horrors settle into their spots, their swords beginning to glow with a little bit more energy until you stop. As Sevatharadna climbs down another set of stairs. You are in league with my old husband. You were sent here. You are chosen of him. What is your allegiance, truly?
I'm going to kind of let out a sigh and step away from Mitch for just a bit. He's still there, but I'm not like right next to him.
You can now feel the arcane heat off of this first helmed horror that even though you're approaching, it doesn't move at all, as if it is waiting for a trigger of sorts.
And I say, truly, milady, I am unsure. Originally it was to him, but he has not proven himself. At least in a way that I could continue to support.
Then would you say your faith in him has faltered? He is not what you thought, and you seek comfort elsewhere.
It is cracked.
But it holds still?
She kind of ponders to herself for a moment.
Mitch's gaze finally looks away from Sevatharadna over to her for her answer.
It's as frail as a stone in a glass house.
I see. Do you hold some regard for this child? As she motions back, you see that you still see that the massive crystal up at the other end of the room that still holds her begins to thrum once more.
Although she is supposed to be the oracle and the one to warn us of the upcoming apocalypse, she is still just a child. So yes, I do hold her in high regard.
If I were to offer you certainty, if I were to offer you a place in these worlds, a duty, trust, would you forsake your old patron?
I don't remember. Do I have any, like, symbol of him on me?
You would have a general kind of like handmade totem that's not a specific symbol of him, but is your own personal interpretation of a symbol.
Okay, let's say I take that out.
Mhm.
Would she recognize it as that?
It takes her a moment as she has to look past the helmed horror that without looking at her seems to sense that she's trying to see, and scoots.
You said scoots, and I just pictured like a dog trying to scratch its butt, all four on the ground, butt on the ground, and off to the side.
She looks to it, and while there is no immediate recognition of what it is, she seems to read you and understand its importance in relation to you.
So once I see like her gaze is kind of meeting mine and the trinket, I throw it over the edge.
You throw it over the edge of the bridge, it begins to fall, and while you hear no sound, there's a bright flash as if it were a splash in water, but it hits this electric ice energy off to the side, flaring like the nova of a sun. You all see this in a better perspective, being slightly further away. She gives a slow nod. You may step away, and there is a burst of warmth that you feel through you, as if the area's energy no longer affects you. And it is more of not a comfortable warmth, but more of a room temperature 67, 68. A little bit of a general chill, but not... Definitely you wouldn't call it cold.
No, that's comfortable.
You may step away. I have others to speak to.
See you later. And I kind of take my place, I'll say here.
As you do, one of the mephits begins to fly around, arcing across the curvature of the room, until it lands on one of the large structures on the side of this bridge, about 15 feet from you, Kun'Brin.
Okay.
What languages do you speak again?
Oh god. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Orcish, Thieves' Cant, and Sylvan.
Okay. So you do not speak this. It
Kun'Brin
goes...
speaks yes minus.
It goes, Tixi, Nixi, Tixi. And it begins pointing down the edge of the bridge, hurriedly.
I think it wants you to give it a ration.
That's not what it wants.
A whole ass step away.
Tiki! It takes a piece of ice and just throws it on the floor before it flies away. And it takes its place back on the edge of the bridge.
Well, Kun'Brin's gonna die again.
Mitch, do you speak Primordial?
I do.
Not. Because I tried talking to him before.
No, Celestial.
Yeah. So then you don't understand what it says as it takes its perch and mutters under its breath.
Oh, gone.
Sevithradna seems to wait for this all to occur before she takes a breath of her own. Child of the Dragon, step forth. The helmed horrors ready their shields once more and almost settle themselves in further.
Mhm.
The giants themselves also seem to ready themselves just a little bit more. Again, not aggressive, but bow forward, hand ready to reach for an arrow.
Mitch
I would like
looks
to
off
add
to the
that
sun.
I would like to add that I used my wings to float over no more than an inch above the ground.
Alright, kind of goes a little bit because you kind of have to flap. But yeah, you're around an inch or so.
Nothing that can be perceived as a threat in that movement. I'm trying to at least do that.
Yeah.
Mitch looks off to the side with a slight smirk and just rolls his eyes. And then, once Draig passes by him and settles down, he goes
I'm
back
going
to his stray face.
to keep myself just high enough that the Helm Torer, if she tries to look at me for anything, doesn't need to move.
The Helm Torer itself is about a foot shorter than you.
Ah, well, in that case, then yeah, I don't need to. I can let myself touch the ground again.
Yeah, you're a pretty big guy. The Helm Torers are not.
Damn, I forgot they were modeled after Joe Average.
But as you settle in, you are so very far from home, both in physicality and your blood. What ties you to this child? Why do you, a being of war and destruction, of such passion, why is your passion held with this child?
Because I understand what it's like to not be with a family, to have your family not around. I was on my own since I was 9, until I got brought into the city that I call home.
So it is sympathy. You feel sympathetic towards this child. Do you seek to have this child fulfill its end of the prophecy?
If that is what it takes to save the world, then that is what it takes. What matters in the end is that the child is safe, and in a place that she can call home and enjoy being at.
If the child were to be safe with me, in my realm, and you did not have to worry about the weight of saving these worlds, if you did not have to worry, have it lie on someone else's shoulders, what would you say?
I must answer that question with a question. Not worry about myself save the world, or the child aid in saving the world?
If it was not your responsibility to ensure that the world got saved, whether it be in your part or by any of your duties,
Well,
you have dealt with enough in life. You have so much sorrow and tiredness in your eyes. What if it stopped? You could live how you wanted, not by the will of others.
what I want is to do what I want when I want, and my deity allows for that. With the exception of at the very end of it all, I get to do something that not even the gods themselves were capable of, and kill something that they had to imprison.
And this is your belief in stardom. You will not falter from this path.
Correct. I believe what I'm doing is right. I believe what I'm doing is what I am personally meant for. Why I went through all the pain and sorrow that leads to my exhaustion. Why my passion burns so bright. Why my blood is what it is.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh, this is gonna be shit. I am not proficient in that shit. Anything fancy about it before I hit roll?
Nope, just a straight persuasion check.
Okay. That's an 8 plus 2.
There is another pause as she examines you. You are free to step back. I have others to speak to. She gazes across everyone once more. As you step out of the way, that leaves a direct line to her daughter. They meet eyes for just a moment, and Flutter is the first to look away, before she looks to you, Elfain. You are interesting in this group of interesting people. Step forward, acolyte of the red rope.
1 second.
Don't make her wait, she's spooky.
I'm fixing the angle of my model to more aptly
you're good.
mirror Mitch.
You're totally good.
Sorry, Kenny was asking me a question. What?
But tell him he could wait.
She says, she looks to you. You are an interesting one, in a group of interesting people. Step forward, acolyte of the red rope.
15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
As you approach, stepping across the bridge, you step between the two behemoths of your party members, leading you right into the face of this helmed horror, shield still ready, sword also ready, before it steps to the side as you are shorter than it and Sevatharodna cannot see you. She looks to you, and there's almost a pity in her eyes. You find yourself far, far from home. You are a scholar at heart. You've learned, you have prayed, you have prepared for journeys. You are still out of water yet. What ties you to this group? What stops you from returning to your studies? Living a normal life of a normal girl?
Well, the prophecy for one.
And if the prophecy was not there, is that all that binds you?
Not all that binds me.
Then if you had a choice, if this prophecy were to be severed or not existed at all, would you still be here? Would you prefer to be back home, cozy, in front of a fire, with your books in hand?
At this point, no.
If I were to promise that you could return to that, what would you say?
I think I would have to decline.
Even under the promise of not worrying about this? Would you still find yourself here? Still pushing towards this goal that benefits you minutely?
I think so.
Then the thread runs strong. And this child. At this point, I believe that you all care thoroughly about this. If this child were to be promised to be safe, what would you say?
I think I'd want to talk to Arabella and see what she would want. If she would like to fulfill the prophecy, I would leave it up to her.
But she is a child. You are all adults. You know better than her. Why leave the decision of such an important event to a child?
I don't have an answer to that.
Then it is better if you were to find one. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oof.
Does she get my bonus with me being right here?
What bonus would you provide?
Oh, I didn't know if the fucking my charisma bonus went to that. I forget always what it goes to.
No, it only goes to saving throws and initiative. Yeah.
Gasp.
So I mean, if you guys are rolling initiative, then sure, but that leads to another ending.
No.
Not yet, anyway.
I don't know. I think we can take it.
I already used my napalm.
Yeah, but I haven't used mine yet.
We'll save it for another time. For someone who
Listen,
pisses us off on another
I
level.
could use mine once a day and cover quite a wide area.
You may step away. I have others to speak to.
15, 15, 20.
This ice mephit makes its way across the bridge, still like scaling the side of it, before like it looks up to you and kind of it kind of like giggles at you before it kind of flies away and takes a post up here.
I just look at it.
And you see Sevitharadna once more looks across the remaining group. Eyes hit Grindhelm and he kind of shivers a second. Eyes completely pass over her daughter. And Kun'Brin, you are seen.
Hi.
There is a pressure on you. Approach.
I can hear you from here. We're good.
She lifts her hand a little, and you begin to feel flecks of ice begin to crawl up your feet.
Ah, fucking fine.
She lowers her hand as you approach.
Oh.
Kun'Brin is also
little
short of a
dance.
bit.
As you scurry on up, taking place between your two behemoth friends, Sevitharadna stands there. Helmed Horror, who had just set its place again, you see kind of drops its shoulders and moves to the side again. You don't even want to be here.
I don't want to be anywhere, man.
Would you rather exist in the nothingness of the abyss?
Nah, I'm good. I like it here.
Why do you like it here? There's been nothing but trouble. People, situations, creatures, things, prophecies. Why are you still here?
I kind of like lean back and like look behind Draig. And I go, her, and I point to Elfain.
So she is important to you.
They're all important, but yeah, I guess.
Why are they more important than your old life of solitude? What drives you forward? What brings you into the Raven Queen's embrace? Why do you listen to her? Why do you listen to anybody? You can do anything, yet you choose to be here.
Because it's easier.
It's easier than living a life in a run-down cabin?
I guess. Yeah. I don't think my mom would have want me to sit there. My mom's dead, by the way. Hi, how are you?
A fucking savant.
So, you care deeply about family.
Yes, you could call me Vin Diesel.
There's a moment where she kind of cocks her head.
You had to have heard of the play. Family. Whatever.
You stand less than 40 paces from the queen of this domain. And yet you act as if you're speaking with another simple person on the street. A lesser, even. You have a tenacity.
Crowns don't mean shit, man. Just because you say you're big boss doesn't mean I'm going to treat you any differently. Plus, I have big guy 1, big guy 2. Maybe?
Do you have a problem with authority?
Oh, no. It's there for a reason. It's authority that thinks they're better than the quote-unquote lessers. Oh, excuse me.
So if I were to give you authority over a realm, you would treat them kindly?
No, I don't want that. Too much anxiety. I'd rather just spend my time with these guys. Why all the questions? I'm confused.
You're interesting. All of you. You come here. At this point, she starts addressing the room as a whole. You come here under your own agency, with very little coercion. You come here seeking something. You come here with, strangely, no second agendas. Sure, you all have things in the background, but none of you are here for power. None of you are here for selfish desires. You're here to save a child. She kind of points behind her. You're here to do one thing and then worry about the next and then worry about the next, as if it's all aligned, as if it's not a web.
I turn to Draig and I go, we're supposed to be saving a child?
For Mitch.
I smack him at the back of the head and I point at the crystal.
Ow! What? Oh.
Kun'Brin, and everybody, as Draig actually does respond to you saying, for Mitch, you've heard Draig angry. His voice is laced with venom here.
As you say.
He said for Mitch when Kun'Brin asked the question.
Okay. I seek a peace. I want to protect this child that has been put in danger. Whether it be because of you, the prophecy, some third party, I care not. This child was put in danger. I need a reason as to why she is safer with you than with me.
When everything comes to a halt, and the world itself is being rebuilt, I'm going to be next to her, to be her family, for as long as she needs me, and to keep her safe. There's nothing more. She deserves a life after whatever purpose she ended up serving to the will of the gods. She is a child. And danger is something none of us can avoid, especially with the presence of whatever this is that's coming. If she blows the horn, if she doesn't blow the horn, none of us will have a world to come back to if we don't get the job done.
You don't belong here, child of Pelor. You have been pulled into a story that is not your own.
Yeah.
The chill begins to set in across everybody again. You have no hold to this world. I could send you back.
No.
Why?
As ironic as it is, it's my job to keep things where they are, despite me not being where I was supposed to be. The entire idea of me being in this world, this in reality, it's a gamble. And I seek to win. Not for my own good, but for the good of everyone here. In the material realm, in the Fey Wilds, whatever realm it is. They all deserve to have the freedoms and live the rest of their lives in peace.
No.
And what holds you so deeply to this oath?
To be honest, nothing but myself.
Then if you were free with the power to make this choice, to separate these realms, to keep them as they should be, as you see, would you use it justly?
That's only a matter of perspective. Justly is only from the side that wins. If the people are free to make their own choice, and I'm the one that helps them make that choice, whether I have power or no power, I would do the same. So far, I've seemed to have crossed time and space itself to help make that decision.
If you were to find the other who used to fill your slot, would you give up the reins so that he may fill it once more?
No, he has failed time and time again.
She kind of looks across all of you. The Dwarf Lord. Why is he here? He kind of speaks up at this point. That's rude! I'm just standing here. I ain't said shit. Sevathorosna does not respond. He holds no part in this prophecy.
Yeah, but we like him.
He's our friend.
Yeah.
Kun'Brin, may I swap positions with you?
Fucking take my goddamn spot.
Oops, I clicked the wrong thing.
Puts arm around his shoulders. Yeah! This is our guy.
Friend!
Your ladyship, if I may,
Yes.
to all of our knowledge, you also have nothing to do with this prophecy. So why do you care so greatly that you would dissect all of us as you have?
She kind of breathes in and raises her chin once more. This is my domain. While this is not part of my story, we shall say, you will come into here and you seek my daughter. This brings me to answer a question with a question. Why do you need my daughter?
She was said to have a part to play in all of this. While we weren't able to get the information because of some troubles with the vagueness of gods, we were told she does have a part.
And if I were to keep my daughter, she would be a linchpin in this prophecy.
The idea of not having all hands on deck per se for this coming apocalypse would leave us at a severe disadvantage strategically. But for the ideas of going into something without having every card at hand would almost certainly have us all lose everything we love.
Including
You,
yourself.
your domain, your daughter, yourself, everything. This might be her story.
Will?
Why is there a
fuck's
second
Will?
health bar?
Will?
Oh god, it's the Prince of Bel-Air!
We are going to enter a skill contest.
Oh boy.
There is
Oh hell yeah! I was the only one who didn't have to roll the persuasion.
this is going to begin in the middle.
Did you get to talk?
Yes.
Oh, you're just good at talking.
Anyway, continue.
Fucking poggers.
There are two outcomes to this contest. Should the will of Sevatharadna refill up to full, which is done via failed skill checks or phrases and words being used incorrectly, or any aggressive action, combat will begin. Should the will bar drain, you'll have to see. Let's begin with a group skill check. All of you need to give me persuasion checks. Your combined numbers, with there being 5 of you making this check.
Hey, Grinthelm should also make it because he had a very convincing argument there.
It is only
So
amongst the
free.
players. Each of you, the total of your combined will need to surpass 70 for this success. So,
Aaron, Jesus. Oh,
They're normal.
a normal persuasion check.
I'm not helpful.
Wait. Come on,
I have to
Vanguard.
look at the
Help your
word.
favorite angry bitch.
I have to check the wording on time real quick. Oh wait, never mind. I don't think I can do that anyway.
We're at 31.
Normal persuasion.
43. 68.
Dev, you have a -2.
I have a -2.
You're
Yeah, you're
exhausted.
exhausted.
66. I fucked us.
No. Well, yes.
Did everybody roll?
No. Yes, everyone rolled.
Wait.
Yes.
Waiting.
Do we have heroic inspiration?
God, I thought I had the lucky feet.
It only
I-
works.
Before you roll, you can give yourself advantage or somebody else disadvantage.
I
Well,
will. I will say, Elfain,
Yeah.
you are a human.
Yeah.
You have heroic inspiration when you finish a long rest.
Oh.
Which allows you to re-roll once a session. Or, in your case, once a fucking long rest.
Correct.
And do I have to take the new roll? Well, we failed regardless, so it'd be pointless for me not to roll then.
Well, not necessarily.
You could roll 16 more, you could roll 6 more, and you could roll 4 more and we could succeed.
Can she give it to me?
Nope, she gets to reroll.
I also have a question, because... Is this something I'm able to guidance or no?
This is not something that you can guidance, because this will determine the beginning section of the will, whether it be one higher or one lower.
Okay.
Where are my feet? Am I
Alright.
stupid?
And then, is that something I have to check off, the heroic thing? Inspiration?
It's in features all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah, so pretty much for you, Elfain, hold
I
on,
don't
let me
have it.
open up your
Alright.
sheet. Up at the top, next to your level, which is 11,
Yeah.
pretty much that light that turns on.
Yeah.
So pretty much every long rest, you want to tick that on now.
Oh, okay.
And so as long as you have that, you use it, you tick that off.
I forgot the fireworks for tonight, and that's all I'm hearing through my headphones. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's driving me nuts because it sounds like someone banging on a wall when you're wearing headphones. Yeah, so then, so tick it off, and then re-roll.
Yep, go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Oh boy. Still at -2?
Yeah, so it's a grand total of +2, that being your charisma, and then jack of all trades, but then -2 because of your 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh boy. What if I roll worse?
It's always the potential.
Well, you already know you guys have failed.
Worst.
Technically, it's 1
this
better.
is better, yeah. By 1. Well, no, technically this is, 1 better.
No.
What? No.
Yeah, because
No.
she'd be at 11.
I was at 11
Yeah,
before.
because the original didn't have the
Oh.
-2.
Congrats, we're at 67. If I didn't roll fucking shit! Alright, Justin.
Yes.
Can I make an outside of the session deal with you to let me roll again?
No.
Fuck.
Who would like to speak first? And you may make arguments for what skills to use, as
Fucking-
everything will. You can continue to make persuasion checks. You can attempt to use any other kind of skill to try and manipulate the will of Sevatharadna.
Are you saying we can play music and have Kun'Brin dance around like a little monkey to impress her and be like, you know what? Yeah, you should go on a glory journey.
It'd be
No.
It'd be a decently. I changed the DC based on how you speak and what skill you're making. Performance would by default have a pretty high fucking DC.
If we're in the summer court, that'd be different. It would have a low DC.
So,
Yeah.
who wants to be first?
Not me. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
A
And I've been
lot.
paying attention. I don't even know why we're here.
Damn, is that what Kun'Brin's saying?
No, that's me. That's Jameson. Kun'Brin doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, oh, why are we fucking here?
We were arguing for like 2 different things. Are we arguing about Flutter or about
Both.
I don't know, man.
In general, you just and anything that you believe will wear down the will of Sevatharadna.
Just scream in her ear.
You're attempting to get your way, whether your way be arguing to keep Flutter, or your way being to bring the child with you. You can argue both points, one point or the other. Just anything to wear down her will.
I will speak first. Right.
All right, back to the front.
I also have a quick
Excuse me,
question.
pardon me, pardon me.
Yes.
Pardon
Would
excuse
me bardic inspiring someone be considered an aggressive act?
No.
I would like to, in that case, bardic inspire Elena.
Okay.
How do you do it? Well, I hit him with a Metallica. Yeah!
Yeah!
No, as she's walking by, I kind of I step over, I pat her on the back, and
Slaps me on the butt.
if that's what you wish. I'll be like, you got this, you got this.
You got this. Get in there, champ.
All right.
No,
So you
step
have a
back to the
D6
side.
of inspiration.
Yeah. Give me this. Give me that.
There
Give
we
me
go.
that pufferfish.
So what do you say, Elena?
Lady Sevathradna, your argument for us to not take Arabella from here is that she would be safer in your arms than in ours. But you hid your own daughter in a gazebo surrounded by fire, and we still got in.
Draig is
What?
Draig is just
Shush!
gonna-
I'm talking.
No,
Shush!
shush.
It's my turn.
Oh my
My
god.
turn.
Okay.
Elena has the talking stick.
Goodness.
I have the talking
Continue.
stick.
I have the emoting stick.
In either way, do you think being stuck in a gazebo out in the freezing cold surrounded by fire is any sort of life for a child? I agree, it may be safer in some aspects, but you might as well just keep her in a glass box.
What type of check do you believe this would be?
Fuck if I know, dog.
Otherwise, this would be a persuasion.
Nature, because I have plus 10. No, just kidding.
That's not how that works.
She knew
Hey,
it was
she did
fiery.
She did bring up the freezing cold.
Nope. The argument did not hinge on nature knowledge.
She won't even know. There's not even a fucking plane
Can I
outside.
use sense emotion to see if my words had any sort of impact on it?
I'll allow this. It would be a persuasion,
Mhm.
but you get to add your wisdom modifier
Oh, thank God.
instead of your charisma because you are attempting to play off of her emotions, which would work
Thank
off of insight.
God.
So you
Oh.
should be able to click the persuasion and change it from charisma to wisdom, I think,
Yes.
if I remember how it's set up.
Yep, got it.
And then if you want, you can add the bardic inspiration, which would just be plus 1d6 in the optional modifier.
Plus these nuts.
Come on, Orange Jesus. Hey, that's good. That's good. That's good.
She listens to your words. And she looks at you. Her stare still cold. And there's a twitch.
Let's go, gamers. Let's go. Let's go.
Who would like to be the next to speak?
I'm staying silent because I could talk the whole time. Unless
still-
no one else wants to.
I'm still choosing my words.
So
if you
remember,
would
this
like
can
to-
be any sort of check. I will preface things like things like an intimidation as part of this would not be negative. Doing an active hostile action is what would make the will bar go up. However, attempting to use intimidation as a skill is not inherently a failure. I just want to make sure that if anyone wanted to use intimidation, that is not perceived as an aggressive action for the purposes of this challenge.
So, like, you're saying, like, we could, like, angrily yell at her, like, come on, woman. steer your senses.
Yes, essentially, you would be able to speak with aggressive tones and technically threats if you word them very carefully, but aggressive speaking if you wish to try and use intimidation, as long as the bulk of your argument contains that aggression, then yes. Just as an example.
I'm missing 2 skills.
What do you mean you're missing 2 skills?
I'm missing 2 proficiencies.
Okay, hold the fuck on. How are you missing 2 proficiencies?
So, Wayfarer gives me proficiency in stealth and insight.
Okay.
Skilled gave me proficiency in arcana, medicine, and nature. Elf gave me proficiency in perception. Being a rogue gave me proficiency in sleight of hand and deception. I'm missing 2 proficiencies.
Grab a book.
Hold on, what 2 proficiencies? What gives you 2 extra proficiencies?
Rogue gives me 4 proficiencies from the beginning, right?
Yes.
I'm missing the 2 from Rogue.
Then grab 2 from Rogue right now.
Oh shit. There we go.
Okay. Now it's your
Okay,
turn to speak.
Fuck it. I have nothing to say to this woman.
We need you to say things to this woman.
I have nothing to say to her.
Find something.
Okay.
Fuck.
While people are talking to her, can I try to just like observe and try to pick out what her trigger words might be, like what she reacts positively to versus negatively to?
I'll allow you to
Scope
make
this motherfucker.
I'll allow you to make an insight check as part of this whole conversation occurring over the act of multiple minutes.
Okay.
Let me double check her stat block real quick.
I imagine calling her a bitch ain't gonna be helpful.
Oh
Bless
god.
you.
Bless you.
Okay. Then yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
With a -2.
Fucking okay.
You can tell that things that would set her off would be... let me think of how to word this. Things that would set her off would be lies, false promises, and false threats.
Alrighty.
You can tell that she's... with a 30, actually. I'll say that it's almost like she's looking for something specific. You can tell that she's on a verge of a decision, but she's looking for something specific, as if she is a mother trying to... Actually, very, very aptly, it's like she's a mother looking to the boy that wants to date her daughter.
Oh.
And she's looking for the boy to prove himself.
Okay.
It's almost like she wants to trust, but she hasn't been given enough reason.
She can trust the kleptomaniac and the fucking explosion lover.
Hey, don't forget the very, very angry part dragon that's standing in the room, too.
You were both of those options, Tyler.
I thought you were talking about the other explosion lover, also known as Grindel.
Would I be able to speak?
Yes, you may.
Your daughter's safety is something that we will all be responsible for in this manner. There's no guarantee that she won't get hurt in this business. And I don't plan on making an empty promise. But everyone so far has been shown to be protected by the gods. You have 2 forms to guarantee that she will be able to come back. Maybe with a few extra scars. But if she is willing to go on this journey herself, then we will put our lives on the line for her. Until everything is destroyed and only we stand and she is safe, it can be like that.
What check do you believe this to be?
Persuasion.
Make one.
Can I somehow assist? Never mind. Not needed.
Who knows? It could still be needed. This could be DC 30.
She looks to you, hearing your words, listening along, her eyes flicking across the rest of the group as they move and shuffle. She catches a glimpse of her daughter, and she looks back to you. And smiles for a moment. Who wishes to be next?
I think I have my words right.
Then speak them.
First, Elena, I need you to move back real quick. Oh, okay. Ignore me. So, Draig is going to begin pacing that line slowly as he's thinking. Every few moments, he's going to look up and go to say something and think about what he's saying and pause. Your Majesty, Your Highness, Your Grace. Not only, as my friend so eloquently put, are we protected and safeguarded by the divines themselves. I myself was formerly a part of the guard and am held in high regard by almost all of them in that city, with the only ones who don't being the ones who were corrupt and arrested. However, one thing we all have in common is in the city we will be living, we are all heroes of it. We are all looked upon highly by every individual in that city for one reason or another. We've fended off invasions and thwarted inward corruption. If there's something that can get past any one of us, it will not get past the rest. Furthermore, Mitch here is one of the royal police. I am friends with the person in charge of the military, and he looks at me as a brother or a son. I honestly don't know which, because he treats me as both sometimes. And whilst I am chaotic, I am impulsive, there's one thing I can guarantee above all. Thanks to the draconic blood you pointed out when you first talked to me this day, I treat what I perceive as my horde, which are my loved ones, my friends, and their loved ones, excellently, and will put my life down to defend them before I let harm befall them. I'm going to lift myself off the ground, not enough to be aggressive, but like emphasize the whole I am part dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, I am one of unbending willfulness. Once I set my mind to something and give you my word, it is my law and it is binding. And I tell you now that I would sooner die than willingly let something happen to your daughter. And before you judge us too harshly, why do you not ask her and see what she wants?
What check do you perceive this to be?
Honestly, persuasion.
Then give me a persuasion.
He's not doing anything that would be other. I almost clicked perception. Please, no whammies. Fuck!
Oof. Oof.
Bro.
You lift, you speak. She meets you in the eye. And as you mention her daughter, gesturing to her, there is a moment, and she almost puffs herself back up. Defiant.
Oh, no.
Brother.
That's all I got.
You can tell there is she is impressed, and she has heard you. But it seems not to have assisted. But you can tell there's definitely an understanding in your words.
Who goes next? No one else? Oh, sorry, I didn't see Elfain moving up. God damn it, scared the shit out of me.
Man, that's
Yeah,
nerve-wracking.
the plop happened to transfer over your microphone. Also, my reaction to seeing the Nat 1.
Sometimes it's the dice, my guy. That was an excellent speech.
Yeah, that should have got me advantage, motherfucker. I put a lot of thought into that, and you know I don't have many of those.
I know, and it was really
Tyler
nice.
don't word good, but he worded pretty good there.
He
He did word pretty good. I'll give you... How about this? I'll go ahead and I'll give you inspiration for your next roll.
Sure. I'll take it.
Elfain, as you step up, what do you do?
Man, this is nerve-wracking.
As it should be.
Very nervously, Elfain walks up. Like Mitch said, we cannot guarantee your daughter's safety, but we can do everything in our power to try and keep her safe. She would have all of us behind her, supporting her. I lost my train of thought. And like Mitch said, we are somewhat protected by the divine. Many of us have died and have been brought back. And even if you don't believe in us 100%, I do think you should trust in your daughter's abilities. Especially after what she has done during that dragon fight. I think her abilities alone should be enough to... I think you should trust in those. And that is what I say.
What check do you believe this to be?
Ideally, I'd like to use insight, but I feel like this is a persuasion.
Because you're playing on her emotions, just as Elena was. I will allow you a persuasion check using your wisdom modifier instead of your charisma.
Okay. So that'll
So you'll
be...
click Persuasion, change Charisma to Wisdom.
Alright, but I still got a -2.
Yep.
This is so nerve-wracking.
Quick, Bardic Inspiration.
Nope, you can't inspire yourself.
That's why I was asking about
Yeah,
guidance
you're not
earlier.
You're not
Yeah.
skilled in short hold, I know.
If I could guidance myself, that'd be a D4 at least.
Once again, she looks to you, and she looks to her daughter. And with your high insight in general, you're able to tell that when she looks at her daughter, she does not see a young woman. She sees a young elf in need of protecting. And she grows resilient.
Sorry, guys. I tried.
The world's going to be dangerous no matter if she stays here or not. And if you think you can protect her from what's coming, then there's a lot more instinct inside you than there is for a queen. You show yourself as a true mother with this concern. I don't have kids of my own, but I can understand the want to protect. When I look at Arabella, the only thoughts I can have for her is everything in her future, and I feel you see the same for your daughter. Her story can't just be in a cage. And Arabella's can no longer just be hiding away on her own. We are capable. And I can only ask for your trust. Because if we ask for anything else in this situation, we might take you away from her. It might burn more bridges that can be healed. It's not proper. But it's also not proper keeping her in a birdcage, even if it does keep her safe. She can only grow in the world that you allow her to live in. And if you want her to stay as a child, still in her crib, cries out for her mother, then the cage. But if you want your daughter to be able to develop in a world, help it live, then please, let her go, let Arabella go, and we can all go. We can grow.
What check do you believe this to be?
Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check.
Add 1d4 for emotional damage. Okay, no.
I didn't see, did it go up or down?
She looks to you. She looks around at Arabella in the gem. She looks to her daughter. She looks to you. She takes a breath. She looks around some more. You feel a little bit of warmth in the room. And then you feel it again. Something about growth. She's thinking. For the first time, especially you, Elfain, but all of you with a generally high insight to some degree, she's becoming introspective. Is she really doing the right thing? Who's next?
I know I cannot speak as a parent of children or of anything, really. However, I do recognize the love that you have for your daughter. And I smell the fear for her safety in this very room. But I would also like to take this moment to remind you that you bore witness to our individual and group strength as we not only held our own against, but dispatched your daughter's warden, the creature you had to guard her. Our methods may be unorthodox to somebody who can live eternal, for our lives are but a drop in your bucket. But I can promise you that, at the very least, we will do better than a construct. And with that, Draig is going to dismiss his draconic form and just sit there on the ground, cross-legged, tired.
Your wings disperse, and I will say a persuasion check, but instead you may use your strength modifier, as you have used your feat of destroying what lied before to your advantage.
Persuasion, abilities, strength, roll. I'm going to use the inspiration. Do I just... Oh, no, I can't. God damn. And that's another natural one, by the way. Today just hates me.
It's not combat.
Yeah, but technically what I just did is something dumb. I purposely weakened myself.
There we go.
Give me one moment.
I would like to add, and as I sit there, she sees the exhaustion she brought up wash over me. And how do I add that to myself again? Assign status effect. That. Justin, do you count sitting as prone?
Sitting is not prone. In this
Okay.
circumstance, you're fine.
Okay.
She looks to you, seeing you diminish yourself. But she can't argue with what you've done. In getting here, in escaping, she thinks, she weighs. You're getting somewhere. Who's next?
Also, unless somebody asks me to move, Draig is just going to stay sitting right there, staring at her from between the armor's legs.
Anyone?
I guess I can.
Alright.
I look to Sevatharadna. I cannot speak to you from the perspective of a mother, but I can speak to you from the perspective of a daughter. only once you go out into the world do you, like Mitch said, truly start to grow. You brought up my scholarly past. Yes, I enjoyed being in the classroom. I enjoy reading my books. But it was only once I started adventuring with this group that I truly started to learn. And truly started to grow. And that is what I say.
Then go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Before, what check do you believe this would be? Remember, it can be any skill.
Ideally, I'd like insight. But it's most likely probably a persuasion.
Then persuasion.
Alrighty. The way guidance works, this doesn't count as an ability check.
So you would essentially want to guidance a specific ability check. So you would want to guidance your persuasion if you're attempting to persuade.
Yes, can I do that? Because then it'll give me the plus D4.
Let me look at guidance one more time.
Yeah, because I think it's... Because it's slightly different now.
Yes, it is a concentration spell of an action, verbal and somatic. Concentration for a minute.
Yeah, so my little golem guy will disappear.
Correct. So I'll say for this, go ahead and give me, because this is from your cleric, go ahead and give me a stealth check based on your wisdom instead of your dexterity.
Stealth with wisdom?
To see, yes, stealth with wisdom, to see if you can do this while other people have the attention.
Okay.
Because guidance is a known spell to buff certain abilities. So this is to see if you can do it without her noticing.
Alright. I just don't want to be counted as aggressive. Alright. Still -2 because of exhaustion?
Correct.
And you said wisdom?
Yes, so you would hit stealth, change it to wisdom, and then do the -2.
Alright. Phew. I'm guessing she saw that.
I saw that.
Your golem disappears. The last check prior to this was a success.
Yeah.
She does not seem to see it.
Wow. So I'm able to...
So make your persuasion check.
Alright, -2 plus 1d4. Please, Foundry. It's an 11.
She thinks some more. She sees some more. She feels some more. She learns some more. One final check. Elena.
Yeah, I would say, may I?
Of course.
0 objections.
So I step up and
Draig is going to pat Elena's side just reassuringly.
I think after all that's said and done, what you want as a mother is security. And so far, we haven't really offered any guaranteed version of security. So I offer you this as a guarantee of security. You are all powerful, we know, and you have many great things that you can do. But there's also many bad things you can do, one of which might be extremely helpful. And can I squeeze past this man's?
As you step forward and make the movements to go, the helmed horrors are more like statues in this moment. The animated armor seemingly no longer animate. The glow remains, but they don't move, they don't look, they don't shift.
Squeamy. And I step up a little bit more.
The two giants, upwards of 17, 20 feet tall, look down to you in your relatively diminutive frame as you begin to approach.
I will let you decide. Either Arabella or Flutter, whichever you deem more important in your eyes, as a protector or as a mother. Link me to them. I will stay here. Their life becomes my life. If they are injured, so will I. If they are killed, so will I. That way, if you ever want to know what their condition is, all you have to do is look on me, and I will stay here. I will not leave.
You stand before her near the foot of the stairs. Giants flanking on either side, now separated from the rest of your group. She looks down to you. There's a coldness of the room. There's a coldness in your heart at her stare. Give me an Arcana check for your understanding of what you are asking. She looks to you. The giants relax, as do the armors. The mephits melt. One of them whimpers as it goes. The mage in the back ceases the spell that he was preparing. And the almost violent whirls of light grow dim. Sevethradna relents. Then so it will be. You have each spoken, most of you. You can feel her eyes boring into your forehead, Kun'Brin. But if you speak for the whole, you speak for all of you. You speak true. It will be so. You are capable. And should you not be, I will find your souls. I will devour them, remake them, devour them again, and hold you hostage. For as long as I exist and longer. This arrangement can be made. Are there any objections? She slams the staff that she has in her hand on the ground.
I have none.
Mitch is going to walk past Draig, walk past the guards,
and get to next to Elena. Are you? I forget. Did you say you were kneeling?
I'm standing.
Okay. I put my hand on your shoulder, and I look at you. Is this really what you want?
I will look at Mitch and with a little bit of sorrow, but mostly contentness. I've completed my quest. I have no purpose outside of this.
You always had us.
And now you'll have her. You know, you skip forward a bit.
Sevithradna steps down the stairs as you speak. Do not worry, young one. You will not be held. You will not be in danger. They can still come to see you. You will join my snow maidens. You will become part of them. They will become part of you. And you'll still be able to see your friends. As she places a hand dead center of your chest and draws out this thin little thread of this bluish white energy and flicks it violently past your shoulder, and it cycles past everyone. Kun'Brin, just make sure, Kun'Brin, you're there, right?
He's
Did you mute
dead.
yourself? Mouse is moving.
Mouse is moving.
Get your
Sure.
shit.
Hi.
There you
Oh,
go.
there he is.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you were here to hear it. As this bluish white thread flies past your head, there is just a moment where time seems to stop and you catch your eye with it. And you're in tune with life and death enough through your own experiences and and the matron's presence within and upon you. This is a manufactured thread of fate. Not unheard of, but it's a big deal that someone can do this. That is not the matron or someone who is a life or death deity. As it whips past your head and entwines around what seems to be Flutter's wrist before she tugs it tight and the whole thing shatters, leaving a thin ring around her wrist, as if you had a hairband on your wrist for too long. And you feel almost a searing pain on your own wrist, Elena, in the same spot and the same mark.
I glance at it.
There's a thin ring around your wrist, no more than half an inch wide, and it is a mark. Your vitality is hers, hers is yours. I hope you know what you have agreed to, young Elena. I do not wish either of you dead. I wish you both very much alive. To put yourself at risk in this way is very much a big step. As she turns to you, Draig, kind of looking around her corner.
Yep. I will make it easier.
You boast of strength. And I know that you possess this strength. I witnessed it. She kind of pauses as she thinks. You best make good on your promise.
I will do my best or die trying.
If my daughter dies before you, you will follow soon after.
I am more than well aware. I also have a small fear I wish to share with you.
Speak. We are in a room of truths.
When we were tasked by your ex-husband to retrieve your daughter for him, I was in the same mental space as Elena was. And I fear, much as it was with her, as we witnessed when we first arrived here, however long ago that was, time is weird when you're encased in ice, that he may have also left his taint or mark within my mind. Is there any way to cleanse that?
Kind of pauses and looks at you, takes a deep breath, and you see her eyes glitter for a moment. You are clear of his wretched touch. It seems there is another who has claimed dominion. And he is interesting, we'll say.
The Vanguard?
He plays very loud music.
Loud music. Draig's trying to figure out if the Vanguard likes music or not now, and there's just gears turning.
She gently pulls Alina back, pulling her up the stairs. Before she turns once more. To all of you, I believe I owe an apology. She raises a hand and flicks 2 fingers forward. The massive stone detaches from the far back ceiling and floats its way over to you as the Helmed Horrors part, going directly into the miasma of magical ice. The one in the middle, who's been moving, not knowing exactly where to go, gets crushed by the massive gem.
Poor dude.
Before a familiar young satyr girl is gently released as the gem disapparates.
I'd like to go catch her.
Dive. Athletics.
You go over, catch her as she drops only a few inches.
A big hug.
She wakes up from this slumber of sorts and kind of nestles into you. And you hear, "It's cold. Can we go home now?"
Yeah. Of course, kiddo. I'm then going to look back in the direction towards Elena.
I give a smile.
May I approach closer?
You may.
Draig is going to walk all the way up to Elena and give her a hug and apologize for blaming her when they got out of the ice. And explain that the only reason he did is the only driving force he knows when somebody loses their will and their motivation is anger.
She returns the hug. Y'all making me cry. Stop it.
As you hug her, you pull back, and you notice that her attire, which has been greens and dull blacks, riddled with different sets of older mushrooms and general nature, now is a beautiful white gown that goes to just above her ankles. Plenty of filigree of snow and mountains. As a wisp of snow circles her head for a moment, landing as a little crown.
I'm so pretty.
Draig is going to take the red cloth that he uses as a belt, or a sort of belt, and from time to time in the forge, you've seen him even use it to, like, wipe metal shavings off of, like, out of his beard, stuff like that. And it's not dirty, but it's also not exactly... It's old, but it's clean. And he's going to hand it to Elena. In case I am unable to ever make it back, something to remember me by.
She takes it and, in a kind of funny way, drapes it around her neck like a scarf.
Well, I will let the others say their goodbyes if they wish.
Elfain doesn't say anything because she's holding back tears. She just gives Elena a hug.
Y'all making me cry.
Give her a nice tight hug. And previously there's been warmth. There is cold. But it's a nice cold. Strangely, like a going to the beach on a hot summer day. It's cold in the water, but it's nice.
So we're getting that beach episode after all.
Nice.
And you pull back. After probably a long time.
Yeah, Elfain doesn't let go first. As soon as Elena let go, that's when Elfain let goes.
Yep. She kind of like taps her back of like, okay, now.
Okay, and then she walks away.
Stepping through Draig.
Yep.
Yep.
Sliding between the legs.
I'm going to pass Arabella over to Draig.
I will rest her up on my shoulders so she is the tallest one in the room, aside from the giants.
As I'm doing that, I'm going to look over at Kun'Brin, and I'm going to give him the eyes like, go say goodbye. And the same to Grindom.
Kun'Brin?
I looked at Grinham and I gesture him forward.
He steps forward, kind of teetering across the bridge. He looks up at the two giants, almost challengingly, but also, like, he's tense. Steps between them, and almost, like, hurries up the stairs.
He's got like half climb each one.
Yeah. He looks up. He looks up to you, Elena. Well, you turned into some fine beasts. I owe you a drink. When you come on around, I'll buy you a drink.
Okay, Grinnell.
Don't patronize me. It's gonna be weird without you. So, after this is all done, I'm gonna come, gonna kick her ass, and I'm gonna get you back. You hear a chuckle behind you.
I let out my own little chuckle.
Don't you fucking die until then.
You know if I will.
Damn straight.
I
Wait.
just realized something. Your ladyship. And like, you can hear a sniffle from Draig. But it's clear he's trying not to cry. If the reverse were to happen and Elena were to die for some reason, would Flutter also pass?
I assure you, within my realm, she will be safe. As she places another hand, and there's a dull shimmer that takes the form of of this very thin ethereal shawl. I have multiple forms of protection upon her. Elena has been death warded,
Oh my god.
but I understand your concern.
Especially considering my own life hangs in the balance if something were to happen to Elena that causes your own daughter to perish before myself.
Don't worry. I have already taken care of each and every precaution to keep her safe. Worst case, I will lock her in a demiplane. And she eyes you without blinking, Elena.
Yeah, that
Oh.
tracks.
Let's not do that.
She turns back to you, Draig. She didn't blink at all during that conversation.
Draig is doing his best not to blink, so that way he has an excuse for when he starts crying that his eyes are dry.
It's just raining in here.
It's a good day for rain.
Grinholm steps away. As he passes one of the giants, he points up at him. Keep her fucking safe, or it's your head I'm coming for.
But it's your head we're all coming for.
The frost giant just watches him go.
I'm still looking at Kun'Brin.
Yeah?
You just gonna wave?
Yeah?
Go up and say bye.
Just wave.
All right.
Well, we all know that in the end, at least Kun'Brin will see everybody off one final time.
As you all turn back to the direction of Elena and Sevitharadna, Sevitharadna has disappeared.
Fuck! I just remembered. She knew about my family!
She took my 20!
Kun'Brin,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're dead.
Behind
You're
you.
dead, son.
in a flurry of
is a
snow,
world old?
Omae wamo, shinderu.
I will say, Mitch, because you were approaching, you are warned by fucking Tabetha, thanks to your 10 feet of blind sight, that she passes just overhead you.
Where was I when it happened?
You were actually about here.
Okay.
As she passes overhead you, and reappears behind Kun'Brin. You're
Hmm?
interesting. I like you. Keep
for
that
now-
attitude.
No.
And now Kun'Brin's gonna go spite hug Elena.
Mm-mm. I want to spite hug the queen.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
I give
She
her a
does-
fist bump, though.
You go and you extend your fist. She looks at it for a moment as a smile slowly creeps onto her lips. And she lifts up, fist bumps you, and there's a small little puff of snow.
And I go, wah la 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 la.
Ba la la la.
Fa la 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 la.
I will give you props on standing in the face of such a dangerous entity. So I will miss you.
Have you seen Mitch?
He stood with grace.
Oh, no,
He
I'm not
stood
talking
with-
about the standing. I'm talking about the scariness. I would have
looks
rather
back
fought
over at
you than Mitch.
I have not turned back at her. I am in any way, shape, or form afraid of what she will do. I am.
You know what? You have a point.
Oh, I know.
Well, I
rather
suppose I will
fight
see you
Draig.
later.
Maybe. If I live long enough.
You will. You will. As she
God
fades.
knows I have eternity. God damn it.
And during this, Mitch, you were approaching.
He goes up to you, Elena,
Oh, I have to mute.
and he puts his hands on your shoulders, on your cheeks, bumps heads with you, and goes, "Listen, whenever you need us, just call and we will be here. You are one of us." And then he goes and he gives her a hug. "This is big and I owe you. Thank you. With everything." And he lets you go. Pats you on the head. Takes one step back, then turns around and walks back to the others, going straight back to Arabella.
Who gets their room?
Arabella does, or Flutter does.
Hmm.
They
Mitch
can play
just
chess
points
to
at
figure it
you.
out.
Mitch just points at you and does the fucking throat slit.
I'm just wondering.
Elena.
I'm going to keep my hand over Arabella's eyes for that, so she doesn't see the threat.
Elena.
Mhm.
As Sivitharadna reappears next to you, and you begin to depart, how would you like to do this?
Trying to keep myself together.
Did you put on the music I sent to you?
I did.
That's how I got my voice to be sad.
I had to pause it. She kind of turns back to the group. Well, she was facing the group anyway. I guess she turns towards Sevithradna, but before turning fully, she looks back one more time and kind of gives a nice blissful wave with a smile before fully turning away. And Sevithradna can see this, they can't, but she's wiping away a tear.
And she leads you away, and joining with the mage, who immediately begins to speak of learning, of joining, almost in an administrator way, just almost rapid fire, just beginning to talk about plans and what it means to be a snow maiden, as the three of them depart into the distance and off to the side, escaping from view.
In the campaign.
We did move more than 60 feet collectively.
I would like to do one more thing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if they're gone. I'm going to turn towards the giants. And I'm going to say, there is one more thing. And I'm sure you can send the message. I will be back. This home, this kingdom that you dwell in, is not yours. And for now, I let it slide. But it is a crime to have stolen this place. Whether you occupy it now only because it was here as squatters. But if you were the ones who took it, the price to pay will be higher.
One of them leans down. When the time comes, take it. And stands back up.
I'll have custom handcuffs for each and every one of you.
As you walk away.
I'm going to need a lot more metal to do that, Mitch.
We'll figure it
All
out.
of you, with Arabella in tow.
Yep, I finally
back
hand
out
Arabella
away.
back.
Yep, I take her.
You guys all step out, retracing your steps, leading you once more down a relatively short tunnel before, instead of back out in the maze, you find yourself out the front door. And up in the sky, there are no clouds, there is no snow. There is only a blazing red moon in the sky that harkens you towards home and towards danger. And that is where we will end the session.
Oh, I wanted to do a thing.
What do you want
It's
to
always
do?
at the end of session.
Yeah,
As we regrouped,
I do also have my own.
I was just going to tap Flutter on the back and say, as an extra precaution, especially now that you're tied to Elena, and I Death Ward her.
Okay. And then Draig?
He will linger for a minute or two right before the entrance. A look of regret on his face for those who look back. A regret of having missed an opportunity to ask a question before it was too late. Before he continues forward.
And so it is. You all step, you see the bright red moon in the sky. And the future ahead of you. And that's the end of the session.
As it fades to black, everybody hears two loud gunshots and sees Drake's corpse.
Wow!
Thank you guys.
Kun'Brin's
for-
gun smoking.
Thank you guys for the session.
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
How
Justin.
did you guys feel?
Emotional.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about how I feel.
Pretty good.
Justin, for reference, this is the music I was listening to during the goodbye. And this is what I sent Cap.
Well, I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I hope the bar wasn't super frustrating.
No,
No,
not at
it
all.
was
It was
amazing.
interesting.
Okay. I'm glad.
Thank
actually,
you for
like,
forcing
made
me
us-
to use my brain.
Yeah, it actually made us have to stop and think about what we say.
Yeah.
But I obviously have more questions and everything, but I gotta get to bed. I'll probably post them in the Discord eventually. But I'm glad you all enjoyed it. And I look forward to next session with the blood moon in the sky. You guys still have to get out of the Feywild.
That is
Have
true.
fun.
I'm gonna eat the moon.